Alright, everybody, hello. Sorry about that. I started the stream earlier, but my mic was not on. We're gonna just get started right now. One second though, I want to test how I actually sound here. Because I kind of messed with where I put my mic. I want to see if it makes any difference. I want to see if it makes any difference. Where is it? Man. Okay, I can't see. Come on, what? Are you serious? Why can't I see my stream? Okay, here we go. I can't see. Come on, what? Are you serious? Why can't I see my stream? Okay, here we go. Alright, that should be working better. Hello, Debubs, welcome to the stream. Let me pop out this chat. For some odd reason, my chat doesn't even seem to be working right now. The hell's wrong with my chat? Yo, what is wrong right now? Yeah, my chat's broken too. Oh, they were freaking out. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna test the seed on this end. Yeah, I know, but I was talking more about how my chat wouldn't actually kind of work on shit. How am I? I'm doing pretty good, Debubs. Thank you for asking. I'm just trying to set this up. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go. We're fine. We're gonna go on to case 4. Alright. Turnabout Reminiscence. 1 second. That's good. Okay. Kay Faraday, the young lady who calls herself the second Yatagarasu. The piece of cloth that she conjured up, has taken me back to many years ago. Let me turn the music up a little louder. Okay. 7 years earlier. Hey, this music, yo. Yeah, that's right. I did it. I killed the guy. Huh? But it was the great thief Yagarasu who told me to do it. I asked the defendant, just what are you exactly trying to say? Don't you get it? I'm the true identity of Yagarasu. The Yatagarasu is the man sitting over there on the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I'm the Yatagarasu? You told me to kill him when you snuck into the embassy. Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is him? Oh, that's Kay's dad, huh? Mr. Rel? I could probably tell though. You gotta believe me. In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. The court will be at recess until the new prosecutor is ready. Hey, it's old Edgeworth. I mean, young Edgeworth. Okay. It's almost time for me to enter the courtroom. And so it is that my first assignment as a prosecutor will be as a replacement for a prosecutor who has been accused by the defendant. Oh, so this is Edward's first case. This is awesome. Oh no. This is interesting actually. Okay. Have you read all of the documents regarding this trial? Yes, sir. And he's wearing the suit he has cased up on his wall in the office. Yeah, I've seen this suit before. I think I saw like some images of Trials and Tribulations. I've seen this suit before. Yes, sir. I've memorized everything there is to know. Very good. Manfred. The paperwork for the prosecutor substitution is just about complete. Edgeworth, always bear in mind that as your mentor, I, Manfred Ronclava, will accept nothing short of perfection. I understand, sir. To have the chance to sit in court at such an early stage of my career, I am honored and proud. As I have watched over your studies, I am giving you this very rare chance. Prove yourself, crush it. Wow. Once again, yes, sir. Oh, I got origin work? Oh, that's great, Debubs. That's very awesome. Okay, that's such a legendary prosecutors. Watching over and judging my performance. I have to be perfect in every way. Alright, let's see. What are you doing near this trash can, man? Hello? This is so good. I can drink a whole gallon. What? Oh, I thought that was a trash can. My god. Wow. I guess he really likes his water, huh? They have a replica of the courthouse. Hands to the face? You turn his forearms. Let's see here. Aren't these great? Teddy bear dolls. Oh. Wow. Awesome. You spent the same amount of money it costs to make the real thing. Okay. Even the secret mechanism? Yeah, it turns into a face, right? Oh. Wait a second. A bomb. No, shit. I was thinking of the first case of Dual Destinies. Excuse me, madam, but does something matter? I just saw that someone would have brought where's the who's Are you sure? Yeah, what? Okay. Oh my gosh, that one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought that guy was the culprit of that case. Okay. You are a man of wisdom and experience. I don't know. I can't tell if he's being sarcastic there. Should I take a? I think I should talk to Manfred. Okay. Because the defendant was picked up by a security camera, right? Exactly. The killer had the gall to say that he killed because he was instructed to do so. Even more outrageous than his claim that the case prosecutor, Brian Faraday, gave that order. 1 second. I need to take some notes. Okay, so obviously someone was killed. Defendant admits. The defendant admitted it. But blamed Garasu Brian Faraday. Byron Faraday. Alright. I need to get a better mic. I have a better mic. I'm gonna set that up later. So, the mic quality will not be this bad for the whole series. Faraday is such a fool. He's been cornered by his very own prey. Sir, are you an acquaintance of Mr. Brian Faraday? He is a pathetic man who speaks nothing but nonsense. Nonsense? He once tried to explain to me a way of punishing those who cannot be brought into court. You're good. Alright, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I just want to make sure my mic isn't like trash quality. Those who cannot be brought to court. Those who cannot be brought to court. That is nonsense, for no man is above the law. Well, there are always a few exceptions. Oh, huh. However, there's no reason to even deal with such individuals. A prosecutor is a guardian of the court, one with no obligation to outside matters. Wow. Thus, there is no reason to deal with such individuals, I see. Edgeworth, disgracing yourself as Faraday will not be forgiven. Oh. Have no fear, I will not let you down, sir. In place of the accused prosecutor, Brian Faraday, I'll prove the defendant's guilt. Very good. I've secured an hour of recess for you to prepare to do just that. Show them all the power of Von Karma. Alright, should I ask you? So have you achieved a firm understanding of the case? Yes, sir. I have memorized everything that was written down in the case files. Explain the case to me. Okay, understood. Let's explain the case. A murder was committed on September 8th. Okay. Alright, September 8th, 2000. When was this? This was probably like a long time ago. This case took place. Cadopian Embassy. Okay, alright, I'm just writing stuff down, sorry. The victim, Mr. Deadman. The victim, Mr. Deadman, was a staff member at the embassy. Macro. That's not as funny, but wait, I don't exactly know what mackerel means. I know that's like a fish, but I don't know if that's like a nickname for a murder or something. Okay. Was held for questioning the night of the incident as he was deemed suspicious. Yeah, I think it meant the fish. Oh, I get it, because he's fishy. He was quickly placed under arrest for possession of a murder weapon, a gun. Okay, possessed a murder weapon. Possessed a gun. At the time of the murder, the great thief Yatagarasu has successfully infiltrated the Cadopian embassy as well. Oh, okay. Yatagarasu also was in embassy. Man, how can you be so sure about that? Okay, at first Rel claimed that he himself was Yatagarasu, but that he did not kill a dead man. Okay. Rel claimed he was Yatagarasu. Okay. It's possible that he wants to go down while in the spotlight. He's found guilty. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry about that. That probably really huge. There truly is no people to people's inanity. But I digress. Continue, Edgeworth. Yes, sir. During the trial, the prosecution presented the security footage that captured the murder. Okay. Do I have evidence here of the security? Okay, I don't have any evidence. Alright. Okay. Clearly showed Macrel above the victim. Okay. Alright, so this seems like a clear as day case, you know? Okay. Bless you, thank you. Oh god. Yeah, I might be sick, but it's okay. I hope I don't see. I have moments where I just like sneeze very very successively. So, okay. Good to be seen from the visitors gallery. Bless you times 2. Okay. Thank you times 2. Upon seeing that the defendant retracted his statement and admitted to the murder, I did because I was told to. By the real Gaiotigaras who guard Faraday. Dude, my sister's the same way. It is very annoying. It's just like I'm gonna try to hold my season now, so have you forgotten one thing? What? She'll sneeze 3 times in a row. Sometimes I sneeze like 10 times in a row. Okay. While this may appear to be simply the murder of a Codian staff member, people are actually referring to it as a second KG8 incident. Huh? Yikes. We had a dog it would sneeze like just 7 times in a row. Oh yeah. I like how dogs sneeze. It's very interesting. Okay. Alright, second KG8 incident. Well, leave it among the police. Information that only a few select are privy to. Could you please enlighten me, sir? The second KG. Sir, what do you mean by the second KG8 incident? In order for me to tell you that, you must first learn about the original case. Take a look at these documents. This is a 3-year-old newspaper. Okay. You've heard of the Amano Group scandal before, right? No? I haven't. Yes, I have. Okay. Oh, this music is good. Yo. Yes, I have. The Secretary of Battle of the Amano Groups. Okay, so that's the guy who was murdered last case. They'll sneeze and shake their head, that they'll use it, they'll probably try to stop it. Yeah. It is very cute. This game has good soundtrack? Yeah. Apollo Justice probably has the best soundtrack out of the entire games, I think. Actually, I take that back. Investigations 2 has an awesome soundtrack too. Under suspicion of smuggling. Correct. CCU was an employee of the group. Butler guy was arrested. Okay, CCU. Yo, I keep forgetting the guy's name. I just call him the Butler guy. The guy who was arrested. Okay. The sole witness to smuggling. Oh, so she basically snitched. Okay. Huh. Okay. However, Mrs. Yu was silenced before she could testify in court. Wasn't a Caudopian staff member arrested for this murder? Yes, a Caudopian by the name of Manny Cochin was the suspect. Oh. Okay, 1 second. Oh, so it was a Caudopian who proved the crime, right? However, due to lack of evidence, the case went unresolved. Lack of evidence? Ha, if only I was in charge of the case. I would have done everything in my power to prove his guilt. Wow. To make sure that all criminals are found guilty, my mentor really is dedicated. Faraday was the prosecutor. Faraday was the prosecutor of the case, and he was as because yeah. I tend not to remember the guy's name. I probably have it in my profiles, right? No, I don't. No. Mr. Faraday was in charge of the KG8 incident as well? That's right. And now, once again, the victim of the case you are currently assigned to was someone who was scheduled to testify against the smuggling organization. Oh, okay. Okay, so... Called... I forgot like everyone's name in this game. I had to keep checking. Yeah, I remember most names. Like now I do, because I'm running it down. Called to testify for against smuggling organization. Against smuggling. Interesting. Okay. Huh. And just like last time, the victim was murdered right before he was able to testify. You're catching on. The victim was murdered just before his day in court against the smuggling organization. Events are occurring almost exactly the same way as they did in the KG-8 incident. So that's why it is being called the second KG-8 incident? To testify was killed, huh? Okay. Yes. Yes, there's one difference between the two incidents. What would that be? The so-called noble thief that is sending everyone into uproar? The great thief Yatagarasu? Yatagarasu, I better find out more. Okay. If it is true that the Yatagarasu showed up at the Caudopian embassy, what could he or she have been after? No doubt to steal any suspicious accounting records and release them publicly. Or more likely to steal secrets from the Caudopian embassy itself. Since the item that the Yatagarasu stole from there was sent to the police. What was it that the Yatagarasu sent to the police? I don't know the details. Anything related to the Yatagarasu is getting the top secret treatment. Still, I find it very ironic. By returning the stolen item to the police, it was proof that the Yatagarasu... Okay, so... Yatagarasu... Return... item to the police. Had infiltrated the embassy on the same day the staff member was killed. Criminals have a way of incriminating themselves, wouldn't you say? That would have to be the first time the Yatagarasu has left evidence behind, correct? Yes, indeed. If you wish to learn more about the Yatagarasu, then I suggest you ask Faraday. Mr. Faraday? He happens to be the prosecutor in charge of the Yatagarasu case, and wow, he's in charge of everything, man. Okay. In charge of KG-8 and Yatagarasu is Mr. Faraday. Okay. Mr. Faraday really has a lot on his plate. Okay. Oh, there she is. Aww. What is it, little girl? You're scary, mister. Did you need something? I want to trade these coins with you. A fistful of dimes, quarters, and pennies? But it looks like you've exactly $1. Is this what you want? Aw. Thanks, that's exactly what I needed. Aw, that's... Ooh, ouch, yeah. I mean, that is kind of justice for once, you know? Could that child be here to watch the trial? How disrespectful for a child like that to be running inside a courthouse. Does no one have any respect for the country's judicial system anymore? Tuh. He just salty that he was called scary. The paperwork for the prosecutor's substitution is complete. Why do you even know how much time there is left before the trial resumes? I'm so sorry. I can't have you mopping up the courthouse instead of protecting it in an instant. Go. It's no bother, sir. Not being completely prepared could prove to be a perfect handicap for me. A proud one you are. You'd better collect the evidence from Faraday and prepare yourself. It's time for your debut, Edgeworth. Alright, we'll see here. This is the very first case Edgeworth is actually in. September 10th, 4 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Okay, this is taking place. Trials, September 10th. Okay. I'm guessing it took place at night. I'm guessing that's when the murder took place. Manfred. Just what is going on? Why isn't Faraday here? Okay, what is this case for again? Whose death? It's for a dead man's death. And that's the actual name of the guy. How is it possible that the defense is not prepared yet either? Bailiff, where's Mr. Faraday? I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention. Okay. Oh, it's the. Oh, we finally get to see the judges. We finally get to see the judge's lower half. Oh, you must be the one Mr. Faraday Von Conner recommended. Von Conner recommended. I hear this will be your first trial. I look forward to seeing how you perform. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I heard a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson. Oh my god. Sir, it looks like the trial is about to resume, however. Yes, it will be all but impossible to prove the witness a liar. Without the evidence for Faraday. What is this blasted buffoon up to? It's an emergency, sirs. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Oh, this is the first time Edgeworth meets Gumshoe, right? There shall be no yelling in the sacred hall of law. Betty, remove that man from this courtroom at once. His beard looks much more luxurious in that game. I guess. I haven't really noticed. Please, wait. You'll have to listen to me. There's an emergency. Defendant lobby number 2, Mr. Faraday and the defendant. The two of them, they're both dead, Your Honor. What? Huh? Okay, so what the heck? Defended in... Huh? Are dead. Okay. District Court hallway. Excuse me? Oh, hey, it's this man. I know this guy. No one's allowed on the crime scene, period. Just who does this oddball think he is? This is becoming quite the hotspot. Isn't she Mr. Rell's defense attorney? And his daughter's there too, which sucks. Oh, that is... Oh, so that's why she was so empathetic towards Lauren in the last case. Isn't this Mr. Rell's defense attorney? Because she also has a dead father. Hey you, no running in the hallway, pal. Who are you to tell me what to do? I'll never find out what's going on like this. It's time for some civil discourse. Okay. And you are? Who, me? Hey, pal. It's common courtesy to tell someone your name first before asking theirs. Point ticket. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a district prosecutor. A prosecutor? I've never seen a prosecutor as young as you, pal. I've told you my name. Now, would you mind telling me yours? Okay, let me see the profile of the case. Nobody knows the judge's age. Okay. Detective Detective Gick Gumshoe? Gick Gumshoe. Okay, Detective Dick Gumshoe. And just recently I achieved my dream of becoming a detective. More than a dream, it's what I was born to do. Wait, maybe I should check and make sure I'm not really in some crazy dream first. This detective is entirely too excited to be in a murder scene. Okay. So Detective Gumshoe. Dude, imagine the detective saying period with sass instead of period. I can imagine that. So Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling me what you know about the incident? You know what I don't have to tell you? You know I don't have to tell you anything, right? I know that. but it would behoove you to fill me in on what you know. Well, you're a proud one for such a youngster, aren't you? Well, anyway, Detective Bad is the one in charge. Okay, so Detective Bad, that's the guy we saw in the messed up gray coat. Alright. So you're just gonna have to ask him for all the details, okay? Ask me, I was going. Yeah, I've actually played the second investigation games before this, so I already know who Detective Bad is. As for me, I was guarding the door to defendant lobby number 2. So you were the guard detail. Did you notice anything strange while you were on duty? Well, I freaked out when I heard a gunshot, and then I kind of froze. You're a detective and a measly gunshot scared you that much? Then again, I can hardly claim to know what it's like to hear one at close range. Then Detective Bad came running to the scene. We went into lobby number 2 together, and both men were lying there dead. Is that everything? Yeah, that's it. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Interesting. Other than the gunshot, he didn't hear a single sound of commotion? Okay. Yeah, well, actually, we know that Edgeworth has heard a gunshot at close range, right? Okay. What am I exactly supposed to be doing? Should I present him with something? Should I ask what he knows about the KG incident? Do you have any insight on this, Detective Gumshoe? Well, as a detective, I'd rather see something that has actually related to the case, pal. Exactly, yeah. Here I thought this was related enough. Alright, so he's clueless about that. Alright, let's talk to you. Do you have a minute? Apparently this... You know, I'm not really into talking to people I don't know, especially at a time like this. I apologize for not introducing myself before bothering you. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I was to take Mr. Faraday's place in court. Edgeworth, huh? Never heard of you. So Faraday's substitute is a newbie, huh? I'll have you know, madam, that I studied under Manfred Vakama. Do not take me for some naive novice. Huh. What? Oh, she's gonna puke? Oh, she's gonna laugh. Okay. So you're a student of Ankara. I should've. Those clothes are a dead giveaway. Diesel's government's the one who gallantly presents the facts. Oh, I love her theme. Thanks for giving a great laugh, but try not to make me laugh so much, huh? I wasn't trying to do anything of the sort. Just kidding, I was just goofing around. By the way, do you know who I am? My name is Callisto Yu. That sounds familiar to the CCU. Okay. Okay. And if you're telling the truth, then we were about to go head-to-head in court. But of course, I've heard much about you, Mrs. Yu. But of course, I've heard much about you. You are a regular Shakespeare. Wow. So this... I can't get the pun in her name. It's Callisto Yu. Callisto Yu. I don't really see. Did I say something funny? Okay, crime scene. I'd like you to update me on the situation. I don't really know anything. Why don't you try talking to those detectives over there? If that's the case, then why are you here? What's so funny? Just the way you speak is so tactless. The person I was going against in court until only a little while ago was murdered. It's not like I could go back to the courtroom to pretending as though nothing happened. That's a good point. I apologize for asking such an insensitive question. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright. So, do you know anything about the KGA incident? Miss Yu, what do you think about the piece of evidence? Alright, yeah, shut up. And you're gonna laugh again. Alright. I'll talk to you. Excuse me, but who are you? Detective Tyrell Bad. Homicide. That's what he always says. That's what he always says. His breakdown is good if I remember. Oh, yeah. As a form of the situation, yeah, ignore that. Yeah, okay. To be honest, the Bubs, you didn't spoil anything for me. The Bubs, you didn't spoil anything for me. I already knew. I already knew she had a breakdown. All right, I already knew that. I watched the video. Okay, so I already knew she has a breakdown. So how do you arrive and inspect the body before me? Faraday requested for me to testify in the trial. Okay, good. Plain and simple. Alright, I know she has a breakdown, but I don't know if she actually did anything. Mr. Faraday requested that you be here? Okay. I've already contacted HQ about the situation. I've got nothing to say to you, kid. Kid? I'm Mr. Faraday's substitute in today's trial. Therefore, I insist that you update me on the situation. I can't back down here. I have a right to know. Do I need to teach you a thing or two about how to talk to adults, kid? Is he threatening me? Dang. Is he going for his gun? Oh, it's just a big lollipop. It's just a mirror. Oh, I thought it was a lollipop. I thought it was a lollipop. Okay, so he's stabbed to death, right? Faraday was stabbed to death and had a gun in her. And had a gun, right? Okay. The other man, Mac Rell, was shot and killed. I don't get why we want to look at himself so much. Yeah. He was found holding a bloody knife in his hand. Was there anyone else who went into defendant lobby number 2? Yes, that big lug over there. His name's Gumshoe. Yeah. He was in charge of guarding the place. He's claiming that no one else entered the room. If that's the case, then they must have killed each other, correct? Maybe. Such impudence. This guy is really testing my patience. Okay. Why was I not informed that you were going to testify in court? Homicides are my only gig. The Atagarsu case is also one of my assignments. Oh, okay. He's also on the Atagarsu. So he's also on the Atagarsu case. So he's probably well acquainted with Mr. Faraday. So you were called upon to comment on the Atagarsu's characteristics in order to assess if Mr. Faraday really was the Atagarsu or not. Oh, okay. So it would make sense that someone would have a motive to murder. Well, looks like you just might have a brain after all. Now, hey, your son. So, son, I'm not your son, Pops. I eat Pops, lollipops. Mr. Yu? Mrs. Yu? There's someone here who wants to see you. Who is it? A Kahopi enemy staff member by the name of Manny Kochin. Wasn't he murdered? What? Okay, so Manny Kochin is alive. Huh? What's going on? Detective Bad and Mrs. Yu's moods are just changed all of a sudden. Wait a second, wasn't Manny Kochin? I'll be right there. Okay, that is very odd. It's nice to see you again, Mrs. Yu. Why are you here? I have no desire to ever see you again. Now. Actually, would you mind stepping outside for a brief chat? Fine, let's go. Oh, he just walks by, just without a care in the world. Bad. Oh, Karma? It's been a long time. I knew you would show up. You usually do when the Atagarsu is involved, and I see this case is no exception. Do you know Detective Bad, sir? Yes, he's like an old bloodhound that never leaves the scene of the crime. If only we get a promotion and move on. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay. If only we get a promotion. It's a crime scene where a detective is most useful and effective. It's not like I don't know that. Moving on though, Bad. The man that I just passed by. Was he not the suspect from the KG8 incident? So I was right. Just what is this man doing wandering around here? Yeah, it's kinda odd. That Faraday, I can't believe you let such an easy catch get away. Imbecile. I would have proved his guilt in 3 minutes. Why, Karma, I think you've said enough for now. But he's alive. It's in poor taste to speak like that about the departed. Very well. Back on topic. Oh, right. Oh, he's talking about Faraday. I'm stupid. Alright, Debubs. Back on topic. I place the Edgeworth in charge of the investigation here. Oh, it's little Francisca. Papa, how can you place him in charge? Francisca, what are you doing here? I'm here for summer vacation. What else? Francisca Vacara. So she is here for vacation from Germany. She is the daughter of Manfred Vacara, the student of him, who's also junior to me. Wow. Wow. You're the one who's junior to me, and don't you forget it. You're not conveniently avoiding the bar examination, are you? Huh. If you were able to pass it, I'd have absolutely no trouble at all. I'll never allow myself to lose you. Never. Why does she always have to be this competitive? Anyway, Papa, are you really excited, Miles Edwards? Of course! Yes, I am. Why do you ask? Well, you know, I'm close to becoming a prosecutor myself. And I'm 100% confident I could do a better job than him. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's just like Francisca. She has no problem bad-mouthing someone right in front of them. Bad. Yeah? These two will be conducting the investigation. What? You want me to let both of these kids loose on the crime scene? This is a perfect opportunity for them to work on their prosecutorial skills. A crime scene is not a place for children to be messing around in. I'm the one with the authority over this crime scene, Bad, and I will not tolerate complaining. Edgeworth, Francisca, I leave this case to the two of you. Alright. Understood, sir. Yes, Papa. I go take care of the paperwork now. Remember, I'll accept nothing but a perfect report from the both of you. Do not disappoint me. Hold on, Far Karma, I still haven't agreed to this. Miles Edgeworth. It's been quite some time, Francisca. This will be the perfect chance for us to see which of us is truly worthy of the Von Karma name. Would it kill you to at least say hello? Long time no see. Very good. Just because you became a prosecutor first doesn't mean you can act all proud. She hasn't changed a bit. Miles Edgeworth. As always saying, we shall see which one of us is worthy of the Von Karma name. For crying out loud. I've been reduced to a babysitter. Wow. Oh my. She's not gonna take that well. It looks like Mr. Von Karma was successful in convincing the detective. That's just like him, he never fails. Now I'd appreciate it if you could quickly run through the facts, Detective Bad. You're better off checking things out on your own. Very well. Seems like getting help from the detective will be a most arduous task. Oh, okay, so we're at the scene of the murder here. Okay. Murder, crime scene is at. Murder occurred at defendant lobby number 2. At about 4 p.m. To at about p.m. Okay. It's the only real explanation that they killed each other simultaneously? Miles Edgeworth, you should listen to someone until they finish talking. What are you talking about? I'll only say it one more time. This is a competition to see who's truly worthy of Von Karma. Wow. This isn't a competition, huh? The person that figures out the truth first wins. So the person who doesn't discover the truth is a dishonor to the name? Exactly. I don't care that you became a prosecutor before me. I simply refuse to hear more foolish things come out from your foolish mouth. Fine, whatever makes you happy. Can I take that as you accepting my challenge? Once again, whatever makes you happy. Well then, let's begin the investigation, shall we? I'm going to find the perfect evidence and prettily present it like the professional I am. Compete to discover the truth of crime. How delightfully childish. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Alright. Alright, sorry about that. Hey, oh, I thought that was Gumshoe, and I was like, what happened to his coat? Okay. Kid? Ha, serves you right, Miles. He just called you a kid. I said kids, kid. How dare you call me a kid as well? I'll do what I please, and I won't allow you to cause a ruckus on my crime scene. Hey, big guy. You're going to watch over these two? Yes, sir. Detective Bad, sir. Now do what I say from now on, kids, okay? You better not get our way, Scruffy. You feel the bite of my whip if you do. Oh, so he was always scared of the whip. Then you, prosecutor boy. Let's get your investigation started already, Great, now even that's alright to treat me like a child. Alright, it's time to get investigating. Get a move on, prosecutor boy. My name is Miles Edgeworth. If you were to call me prosecutor boy one more time, it will be my duty as a prosecutor to look into your monthly salary. And what do you do with my salary after you saw how much it was? That's up to you now, isn't it? Really? Sounds good, pal. You're so naive. Okay. Too bad. May I have a word with you? What is it? It appears that both a knife and a gun were used as murder weapons. Yeah, it does. This leads us to our first question of the investigation. Where did the man acquire the weapons? Yeah. The gun was inside of Faraday's bag. Okay. In Faraday's bag? Okay. It was a piece of evidence that was presented in the trial earlier today. It was used to kill the Cautopian Embassy staff member, but I never heard anything about the knife. Mr. Rell is being held by the police. There's no way he could have brought it in, which means it's possible that Faraday had the knife on him from the start as well. Could it have been a piece of evidence that had yet to be presented? But then why doesn't Detective Bad know about it? Wait, what if... It's possible that Mr. Faraday brought the knife in under the guise of prosecutorial evidence. He could have brought it out and attacked Mr. Rell with it. Maybe you got a brain in there after all, kid. That's what he always says. Is he going to treat me like a child forever? It looks like Mr. Faraday attacked Mr. Rell first, who then counterattacked. That's the only logical conclusion you can draw from a scene like this. Not yet. I feel it's much too early to be drawing conclusions already. I must first find conclusive evidence so as to ensure the honor of the Von Karma name. Okay. Let's examine this. It looks like Mr. Faraday fell on top of Mr. Rell. Okay. That is very odd that he would fall. Okay, so it looks like he was stabbed and then he shot him, right? That means he was stabbed first. They must have killed each other, however. Oh, right. Aha. Using what was that outburst for? My detective instinct just hit me real hard. It was Mr. Rel that fell first, see? You don't need a detective instinct for that. It's common sense. But I suppose we won't know much more than that until after I examine the bodies. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking naked cranny. Alright. This is very suspicious right here. Why are there plastic bags scattered all around? Those bags are for keeping evidence safe, pal. I know that much, detective. You sure are good at this stuff, aren't you, pal? Normally, I'd been happy when somebody compliments me, but what is this guy? Alright, 1 second. Anyway, could these plastic bags be evidence of a fight between these two men? Okay. That could be true. Evidence of a fight. Alright, there's blood on this knife. Looks like Mr. Rel died with a knife in his hand. There's some blood stuck on it. Then he must have used a weapon. Yep, no doubt about it. Was Mr. Faraday carrying this on his personage? Did he bring it as a piece of evidence for the trial? Or did he bring it with a very different intention in mind? I should jot some notes down about it. Interesting, okay. So, weapons could have been evidence originally. That's interesting. We're finally seeing someone get killed by evidence, huh? Okay, let's see here. Examine. Looks like Mr. Faraday died while holding the gun in his right hand. So he shot Mr. Rel and then fell on top of him while still gripping onto the gun? I guess that does seem kind of strange, huh? I mean, why would Mr. Faraday know how to fire a gun? It's not exactly rocket science, even though I know how to pull a trigger, although I doubt I'll ever need to use one. I hope I never have to fire a gun either, pal. But it sure does look cool to hold a gun in your hands. It appears that the police screening procedures need a thorough review. Anyway, I should jot down some notes about the handgun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Alright. Let's see your logic. Okay. Alright, oh, what makes you say that? Well, he's been hauled into the precinct several times for theft and assault, pal. So yeah, he's definitely the type to have committed a murder, too. Well, he did admit to killing Mr. Danban. Hey, good point, pal. I knew my detective intuition was telling me something. Detective intuition? Yep, do you know about it? It's a special feeling that all we don't have time for this conversation right now. Let's return to the investigation. Alright. Alright, what about this guy? Mr. Faraday, how ironic it is for him to lose his life in a courthouse. Yeah, why did it have to be like this? I don't know what to say. I can't believe this happened when I was on watch, pal. Rather than beating yourself up, you should spend your time continuing the investigation. You should become a detective in order to solve crimes? Yeah. Then get back to work. Find out the cause of his murder. Right, I'm on it, pal. Okay. What else can I figure out? There seems to be something. I think that might just be Shadow, but there seems to be something with his hand. His hand is a little black down there, see? I wonder what it could be, yeah. If you look closely, the splashing pattern resembles an ink stain. Okay. Ink stain on his left hand. He's probably writing something, right? Okay. Yes, I usually get ink on my own hand when I use a feather pen. A feather pen. Okay. Feather pen. Alright. Okay. Mr. Rose cause of death was from being shot, correct? That's what we think, but it's hard to tell with them lying face down. Well then... Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We have to, What's this? You're not able to form a theory with them the way they are? Come on. I believe an examination of the bodies is vital to finding the perfect evidence, don't you? Huh, I suppose you do have a point. Well, hurry up and get on with it. Labby. Yes, sir. We've taken our photos on the scene, sir. And there you have it. Okay. Do you not approve? Of course not. What? Investigation of crime scenes is the work of a detective, so don't touch a thing. What? Okay, so you got photos now, right? Hey, big fella, turn over those bodies for me, will you? Okay. Please forgive me, Mr. Faraday, sir. Gumshoe, do not get emotionally involved. Remember, you're a detective. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Okay. Huh? Okay, does that not look like a gunshot? Okay, there's a stab wound. That definitely looks like a stab wound. Alright, stab wound in his right chest. Okay. I wonder if the wound matches the knife Mr. Rell is holding. Labby? Yes, sir. Verifying now, sir. Make it quick. From the look of things, one could deduce that the knife Mr. Rell is holding is what killed Mr. Faraday. There's a cap here, a pen cap. There's something in his breast pocket. It's a fountain pen. Okay. I can use the logic for that and say that's what he was using to write with whenever he was murdered. You know, I always keep a pencil behind my ear. It's because Detective Bat is always telling me. You should always write your name on everything you own. Yes, somehow you do strike me as quite a forgetful individual. Okay. Shot in the chest. Alright. Shot in... Okay. Faraday. Faraday was shot in the right chest. Who's the guy again? I think his name was, oh, Mac Rell. And he's holding the knife in his right arm. That is a little odd. That he's holding it in his right arm. There aren't any burn marks on his clothes. That must mean... Wait, burn marks? Oh, okay, so he wasn't shot at point blank. Interesting. Therefore, burn marks are usually left when shot is fired from point blank range. Ergo, Mr. Rell must have been shot from at least a yard or two away. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Was shot from at least a yard away. Okay. Apparently, this detective has much common knowledge as your... Oh, they spelled common wrong. Haha. As much common knowledge as your everyday marsupial. Well, let's not try to understand how the two men died. First, Mr. Faraday took the gun and the knife out from today's trial as evidence. And then he aimed the gun at Mr. Rell and fired. However, Mr. Rell managed to grab the knife and counter Mr. Faraday while being shot. Then the two men fell together where they stood. That is my theory in any case. A crazy way to go. Still something about that explanation just doesn't seem right. I believe I now have a firm grasp on what happened here. Alright. I'm gonna connect the ink stain with the fountain pen, right? Yeah, okay. That splotch on Mr. Faraday's hand. I wonder if it might be the ink from his fountain pen. Yeah. Ooh, let's ask the lab guy. Detective Gumshoe. I confirm that the substance on Mr. Faraday's hand is the ink from his fountain pen. I see, good work. You know, I've always wanted to say that, even if it was just one time in my life. If Mr. Faraday wrote with his fountain pen in his left hand, I think it's fair to assume that he was left-handed. It appears that Mr. Faraday's pen is very important to our case as well. Okay, if you say so, pal. Alright, he's left-handed. Alright, we can't determine anything else so far. There's a plastic bag stacked up on the table. There's a tea set too, but that doesn't seem to be any sign of a disturbance. Okay. Oh. Table is oddly tidy. That is very strange. They were super quiet in the scuffle. After all, I didn't hear anything from around the hallway, you know? Maybe the plastic bags scattered on the floor are throwing us off? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna connect these two. It definitely seems odd. There's a very tidy pile of plastic bags on the table, but there's strewn all over the floor. It's not likely that the ones on the floor were knocked over during a struggle. In which case, might there not be another explanation as to how they got there? They might have been placed there, right? To frame someone. I believe it's possible that the blood on the outside of the bag is related somehow. Please get that blood away from me, pal. Detective Gumshoe, whose blood is it on this bag? Hold on, let me ask the lab guy. Alright, please hurry. Mr. Faraday, okay, so Mr. Faraday's blood on the bag. Okay, hey, welcome back to Bubs. Oh, and the technician said they didn't find anything else on or in the bag either. It would appear that the bag is a very important piece of evidence. Oh, if you say so, leave it in your hands, pal. Alright. I can't quite see why that's important. Here's the bag he has. There's some stuff in the bag, pal. I suppose this was Mr. Faraday's bag. It's probably the trial evidence I was supposed to collect from him. What have you found out so far? Right now we're just collecting evidence, about the case. It's nothing very, very exciting, honestly. This is the evidence. I better not just touch it. I'll leave some prints on it. Do you just not pay attention to anything you do? Alright. Okay. I might want to talk to someone. To Mr. Bad, maybe? Detective Bad, do you have any thoughts on the case? Faraday and Rel. Looks like they killed each other, to me. It is odd that there is, yeah, that there's no point blank. There's no burn hole, you know? Like, on your own first before you bother me, boy. It's, wow. Okay. Well, the window was open, I guess. The window is open, and hey, there's a fresh, flowery scent in the air. The flowers in the garden down there are so gross and ghastly. Do you think maybe you could try offering something useful for a change? Well, at least there's no way someone escaped through this window, pal. They would wake up and smell the flowers after a fall from the 3rd floor. That there are also iron bars on the window? Okay. Yeah, I guess there's that too. Either way, no one could get through these windows, right? They thought of everything when they were designing this courthouse. Very nice. Okay. Let me see here. Maybe it wouldn't help to examine these bodies again. I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Sorry. Okay, Mr. Faraday was stabbed with this knife that Mr. Rell was holding. Yeah, ouch, that's what's wrong, Detective. My stomach started to hurt from just thinking about being stabbed. Just keep your mind on the case, alright? Okay. Examine this. Mr. Faraday is holding a gun in his right hand. That is kind of weird that he would be... It's kind of hard to use a firearm when you're left-handed, right? Labby, your answer. Yes, sir. We found that the ballistic markings do match that gun. Oh, ballistic markings are the figurative fingerprints a gun leaves on a bullet when fired. Every gun leaves its own unique ballistic markings. Therefore, by looking on the markings on a bullet, you can tell which gun it came from. Yeah, that's it. Of course, I already know all about that, pal. Maybe you'd be better off going back to the academy. Come on, sir. Cut me some slack, will ya? Alright, so the bullet that was fired from this gun was what killed Mr. Rell. I don't know. Maybe face was gonna die. Okay, yeah. Alright, no, that won't help us. That will not help us. What can we use with logic here? We only have the lobby number 2 window. Let's examine this plant. This decorative plant's foliage is quite nice. It's actually soothing to be around it. I'm pretty sure they actually have an official name for the plant in the courtrooms. I don't remember what it's called though. Shoot. Okay. What do you have to say, Francisca? This is a competition, Miles, and as such, I'd appreciate it if you did talk to me. Alright, so we should talk to anybody. I think I need to look a little harder. There is... Oh, wait, no, that's the thing. Television, right? Whoa! What is it, Detective Gumshoe? My TV at home is so tiny compared to this one, pal. Then perhaps you should purchase a more normal-sized television like this one. Oh, let me see here. Wow, this thing is huge. Ooh, and way too noisy. You're the noisy one, Scruffy. Don't touch it, you'll get your fingerprints all over it. But I did touch it. Preservation of the crime scene is the foundation of detective work. Foundation, huh? Sounds like something the rookie here needs to shore up on. I guess there's not much left to investigate, huh? They really did kill each other. No, we can't conclude that quite yet. There's still something to Frederick. The point blank thing, right? Yeah. Alright, here it is. It's this right here. The fact that it wasn't fired at point blank, right? It had to be fired from a few yards away, so... Yup, shut up. Hey pal, don't make me arrest you for lying. Alright, let me look out. Let me look over my notes. Mr. Faraday fell into Mr. Okay, weapons could have been evidence originally. Alright. If he's left-handed, then he would not be able to fire very well from this. Hold on. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. Now we come face to face with the contradiction I spoke of, and it is this. Mr. Faraday uses left hand to write with his fountain pen. Ergo, he's left-handed. And yet this handgun is in his right hand. Don't you find it odd that the left-handed Mr. Faraday would hold his gun in his right hand? That, lady gentlemen, is a great contradiction haunting this crime scene. Hey, you're right, pal. That does seem kind of strange. But how can something like that happen? The facts add up to one conclusion and one alone. Someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand after he died. What? Alright. Alright. Yeah, someone else put the gun in Mr. Faraday's hand. Alright. Someone else. Plastic bags scattered on the floor and a gun in the wrong hand. It's all very suspicious, right? You know, someone probably set this up, huh? I sense the presence of a shadowy figure behind this case. A person of vile intent who is serious about keeping the truth from us. Alright, hey, let's go. I completed the investigation without any help. I'm proud of myself. Okay, September 10th, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Here's the autopsy report. It is probable that Mr. Rell survived for a short time after he was shot. However, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously from his stabbing. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we could be very certain about that. It looks like we now know everything we need to know about this case. Are you sure we know everything? Of course. The incident began with Mr. Faraday attempting to get his revenge. The prosecutor went into a rage from being accused and tried to kill the defendant, but the defendant fought back and they ended up killing each other. That is clearly not. That is very flawed. Do you really believe that to be the truth? Are you saying that just because I figured out the truth before you? That you don't want to believe it's true? Alright, we're gonna have to cross-examine her, I suppose. It's alright. If you disagree with my argument, then prove me wrong. Well, if there are any contradictions to be found, that is. Don't worry, I will. Alright, let's go. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, while Mr. Rell survived for a short time. It is obvious that Mr. Faraday died after he shot Mr. Rell, and Mr. Rell, while on the brink of death, stole Mr. Faraday's knife and stabbed him. Those are the facts of this case. Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous, therefore he must have attacked first. Proving that logic to be false is probably the fastest way to show her that she's wrong. In that case, I should look for any holes in her theory. Alright. What happened? Mr. Faraday's death was instantaneous while Mr. Rell survived for a short time. What? That is very clearly a contradiction. We don't. There's no knife wound on. There's no knife wound on Mr. Faraday, right? No, shut up. Okay. I'm saying that's his piece of evidence. Alright. Fine. Okay. Facets of this case. Mr. Faraday died after he shot Miss Sorrell. Oh, he did die of a knife stabbed to the chest. I'm sorry. I just did a little brain slip up there. Shoot. I was just an idiot. I was just being a dumbass. Okay. Fudge. Okay. Why would he need... I'm just gonna press. Alright. Mr. Faraday shot Mr. L before he died? Do you have any basis for that statement? Your foolishness has no end, does it? Now I hate to repeat myself, however. Mr. Faraday died instantaneously. That's all the basis I need. Alright. So if Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, then he must have attacked Miss Sorrell before being stabbed. Yeah. You're finally beginning to catch on, I see. Do you truly believe that Mr. Faraday died instantaneously? Of shock due to being stabbed in the chest. There you see, it's been documented clear as day. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna press on everything. That seems like the strategy I should use. That's always the best strategy. Okay, so you believe that the dying Mr. L stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. L became desperate as he did not want to die. Human beings can do amazing things when they are put to the test. So the two men struggled, and in the end, Mr. L was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. The domestic edition of this rib is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it is perfect? What are you insinuating? Nothing, however, I can't let what you say slide by further inquiry. Okay, what did you say? That goes against the crime scene notes. There was... Wait a second. Why would the bodies... I think it has to do with how the bodies fell over each other, right? No, I don't think that's true. Hold on. I'm gonna press that. Yeah. All the plastic bags on the floor in this room were scattered there due to the fight. No, they were not. They were not. They were not scared of that. Okay, so I think what she says contradicts the facts that the plastic bags are all over the place, right? Okay, well, also Gumshoe's testimony. He didn't hear a sign of a struggle. I think I'm gonna go with Gumshoe's testimony. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Oh, yeah, we were right. Okay. Did you play the sequel? Are you, already, wait. Are you red? Will. Oh, I have played the sequel, I've gotten to case 4, but I haven't finished it yet. But, yeah. How are you doing, Zapper Thunder? Welcome to the stream, man. If the two men were fighting, their struggling would have surely caused quite a bit of noise. However, Detective Gumshoe testified that he heard absolutely nothing. Huh, you place too much faith in that detective's testimony, you know? But for the sake of argument, let's say that there wasn't a fight. How then did Mr. Rell get his hands on the knife? Mr. Faraday's bag was sitting right here in lobby number 2. It is not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rell saw a chance and took it out at some point. Huh. So, what you're saying is this. Mr. Rell took a chance when he saw the opportunity and took the knife from the bag. And then Mr. Faraday shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed? Isn't there something strange in Francisca's statement just now? Yeah, there has to be. Wait, something doesn't add up. Oh, really? Just the fact that it was fired, that the gun, it was fired at point blank. Oh, shut up. So it's the crime scene notes. Sorry. Hey, she still has the same objection even whenever she's like 12. How old is Francisca in this case? Yeah, oh, she's like 13. And she's already fully has a mature voice. Okay. Alright, Mr. Rell grabbed the knife from Mr. Faraday's bag when he wasn't paying attention, right? Huh. Alright, let me look this over carefully. Oh shoot, I just messed up my layout. Okay, it's better now. Favorite Ace Attorney game? I haven't really played them all yet. I'm going to do that, but I'd say my favorite one so far is from what I've played, my favorite Ace Attorney game is probably Investigations 2. Okay. Alright. Mr. Faraday, I've shot Mr. Rell after being stabbed. Damn. Okay, let me just check this out. Possible that he's alive for a little while after being shot. Knife. Let me look over my notes. So Mr. Rell was shot first and then shot and then got shot. Okay. Let me see here. shot in my chest. I think it's due to the fact that he was holding the knife. It would be kind of odd for him to be holding the knife whenever he was, if he was shot. The knife would have fallen out. Okay, shut up. Yo, I'm doing horribly right now. Okay. Sorry. Ace Attorney, Investigation 2 is investigating the franchise. I'm not sure if I can confirm that yet, but yes, I definitely agree. It's one of my favorite games that I've played. It's just so good, you know. Technically, Ace Attorney Investigations 2 is a game that starts off the entire series. What the hell am I even supposed to... I don't understand. Why is it not possible for that to happen? Okay, I mean, he would have dropped the knife, right? It's simply not possible to show Mr. L. I think it has to do with the plastic bag having his blood on it. I mean, they wouldn't fall. It's not the handgun, it's not the crime scene notes. It's either the fountain pen or the plastic bag. I think it should be the fountain pen, right? If the gun's on his right hand and he's left-handed, right? He was using the pen at the time of his death. Okay, never mind. It's the bloody bag. Yeah, it's a bloody bag. I'm stupid. Okay. Man, I'm not doing good at all. Okay, it's the bloody bag. Yeah. Shut up! Oh my god, I'm doing horribly. Fine, it's the crime scene notes. It's the crime scene notes, whatever. Didn't I already present the crime scene notes? Well, there wasn't. Didn't hear a sign of struggle, right? Oh my god, oh my god. Wow. She was. I'm stupid as hell. It's a crime scene notes. The fuck? I thought I already presented that. Okay. Well, rest in peace. That he immediately died upon being stabbed by a knife. Ergo, he could not possibly have fired the gun after that. Ooh, you got me. Oh, he said he died instantaneously, right? Oh, that was so easy. I was overthinking it. Okay. I was overthinking it. Well, then if the report is correct, then there's only one correct explanation. If we suppose that Mr. Rel attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rel. Therefore, Mr. Rel must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after he was shot, then they both died. That is the only explanation that makes logical sense. Negating your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. I see you've been studying, Francisca. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible, before you foolishly propose a foolish theory that only a foolish fool like you could. How naive for you to believe that only your opinions are valid, and still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. Francisca, you've still got a ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? Mr. Faraday died instantly, and the fact that he did is what gives rise to the contradiction in the scene. Alright, Mr. E died instantly, right? I don't think it's the order the bodies fell. Actually, I do think it's the order. I don't know what to say. I do think it's the order the bodies fell, right? It has to be. If there's... Okay, so he fell on top. If he shot Macrel and he died... Hold on. Okay, I think it's the order the bodies fell. Wait a second. The evidence bag location is also something very odd, right? The order the bodies fell definitely seems like it could be something. The order of events didn't seem wrong either. It's probably the evidence bag's location. No. Oh no. Come on. Wow. I need to pay more attention. You shot for a few. Dive knife onto the chest. It's the order the bodies fell. It's the order the bodies fell. Alright. Yeah. Let me get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Mr. Faraday took the gun from his evidence bag and shot Mr. Rel. Yeah, that makes sense. Then the wounded Mr. Rel found an opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon being stabbed, Mr. Faraday died on the spot, and Mr. Rel died thereafter. If that is the case, then how do you explain this? Take a good look in which the order in which the bodies are piled. Yeah, if you think about it, Mr. Rel would be on top of her. Yeah, Mr. Faraday's body is lying on, on top of, Mr. Faraday's, yeah. Mr. Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rel's, therefore, Mr. Rel must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that seems strange no matter what angle you approach it from. Which means that the real mystery behind this crime scene we must solve is... No, not so fast, Miles Edgeworth. What now? I simply think you ought to think a little bit more outside the box. And that's even clear now that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous attempt. She sure bounced back quickly. An explanation won't be enough this time. It's going to take some very decisive evidence to prove her claim. Okay. It was just chance that Mr. Faraday's body fell on top of Mr. Rel's. The two bodies fell into a pile, which indicates that they attacked each other at the same time. That's not possible. That is not possible. They could not have attacked each other at the same time. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna press on that. What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? I assume that Mr. Faraday had two different weapons in his hands. He made to attack Mr. Rel while holding both the knife and the revolver. Okay. Both in his hands. Alright, let me just draw that diagram. Sorry. I'm just really trying to take notes so I don't mess anything up. Okay. But that's not possible. You gotta, yeah. Add that to your statement, please, because he was holding a fountain pen too, right? That is how Mr. L wound up on the bottom with Mr. Faraday on top. At close range, that's more than possible. Yes, it is possible, but... Well, if you have any other ideas, then show me what you've got. Oh, I will. And to that extent, I'd like you for you to pen what you just said to his testimony. I don't see any point to that, but as you please. From close range, yep, that's clearly not true. Well... I don't know if I should present the handgun or the crime scene notes. Okay, handgun was right. Okay. So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's impossible. Just as is written in the crime scene notes. The firing of the handgun did not leave... Oh, I guess you could have presented either one, huh? The firing of the handgun did not leave gunpowder burns on Mr. Rell's clothes. Therefore, Mr. Rell and the gun must have been separated by a distance of at least 2 or 3 yards. Oh. Yes, this is by far the biggest contradiction. The two bodies are piled up on top of each other, yet the gun was fired from a distance. And with there being no chance that Mr. Rell moved that far after being shot, that leaves only one possible explanation. What a completely foolish line of foolish shot from a... my voice acting gets so bad, I'm sorry guys. What a completely foolish line of foolish shot from a thoroughly foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was it that made the first move with the intent to kill, huh? Ooh. Alright, the person that attacked first with murderous intent, that would be... It would be someone else. Here in this room, contradictions appear no matter which man we claim attacked first. Thus there can only be one explanation. There was a third person here. Yeah. It was that third person who killed Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell, and set their bodies up to make it look like a devil murder. The third person is the real culprit. Miles Edgeworth, there's one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly. Everything you've said up until now is nothing but a story played out in your head. However, this is where the real test begins. Can you prove that there was a third person? Okay, can I? I know it has to do with the bags. Alright. The bag. The gun in Mr. Faraday's hand is a plastic bag with his blood on it. These two items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Yeah, like he's left-handed, right? Two. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. If there wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground, meaning that someone else must have deliberately scattered them around. And also, he is left-handed. Disregarding the gun for a moment, there's a high probability of blood splatter when a knife is used on a person. Okay. So, the pattern doesn't make sense. Pattern on bag makes no sense. Alright. If the culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it, they could use the bag to catch any blood spatter from when they withdrew the knife. Then by spreading a few more plastic bags around, mixing the bloody one within them, and arranging the room to make it look like there was a struggle between the two, they were able to conceal their presence. Okay. Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes. Objection. Who's that? Oh, it's this girl. Hey, hey, we finally get to see the judge's sprite. What the heck's up with you, pal? Mr. Bad, I advise you to place Detective Gumshoe under arrest. What? What's the meaning of this? Huh, looks like you're not man enough to discipline your own subordinates. Don't you dare. The detective claims he was there, standing in front of the door the entire time. But I have it on good authority that it was all a giant lie. Mrs. Yu, I ask that you please explain that last statement. Oh, we're gonna cross-examine the judge? Awesome. During the recess, there was a period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What? See, Mr. Babad? So I ask you, why would a detective who was supposedly doing his job the whole time want to fabricate such a lie? Oh, okay. So during the recess, there was no one? There was no one in the hallway. Okay. Did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir. It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene up is that detective, which basically renders his testimony a complete lie and wholly invalid. It looks like your perfect logic has just come tumbling down, Miles. I was in the hallway the whole time, but I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Was that statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you're now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Okay, so this whole thing could have been a lie. Interesting. Now spit out the truth, or so help me. I haven't lied to anyone, sir. Honest. I really was there. I really was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it.
Detective Bad, I ask that you please do not act without my permission. After all, I am the one that is heading up this investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Alright. Order. Okay. All I want is for this investigation to run perfectly. Perfection is the only wish of a disciple of Von Karma, after all. Therefore, before you take Detective Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Who knows? He obviously won't know the motive for the murders. Why he wasn't in the hallway? That probably won't give us anything. We're gonna want to ask the state of the hallway. I take it that no one else was in the hallway at the time, correct? Huh? Oh, of course not, Bao. You're being awfully defensive. Might you be hiding something from me? Watch your mouth, pal. You can't go around saying stuff like that about me without any evidence. I suppose you're right. I have no evidence at this point. Miles Edwards, how can you be losing a battle of wits with this detective? You're a disgrace. Wow, I guess even her crop hurts. Okay. Oh shoot, I accidentally paused it. Okay. What should I ask Detective Gumshoe about? Why I wasn't in the hallway? That would alright, yeah, that makes more sense. Why were you missing from the hallway for a span of time? Look, pal, like I said, I was there the whole time, okay? But there's testimony against you that... Miles Edgeworth, why are you wasting our time with a completely useless question? Hmm? The only logical reason as to why he was absent is that he was busy committing the crime. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool. Okay, so I guess all these are wrong. The motive for murders. I pose the one thing I'd like clarified. Oh, okay. Is Detective Gumshoe's motive for committing a crime? Motive, huh? Gumshoe. You got a grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir, not me. A single bad thing against Mr. Faraday. Is that a fact? Oh. You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying. The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right here. Could you please share with us? However, be forewarned that I won't hesitate to object to flights of fancy, because all I'm interested in is a perfect explanation. Ha ha ha! You're serious, aren't you? Fine. You amuse me, so I'll humor you with a little courtroom practice. Alright, let's see here. Gumshoe's motive. It was about a week ago. I saw the detective got shot out by a livid Faraday in front of the precinct. He stood there super pale as Mr. Faraday yelled, "That's a salary cut for you, you nitwit." A brand new detective suddenly getting a salary cut. That's reason enough for a grudge. Well, how's that for the perfect explanation? Alright, I guess I'll just have to press. Because I can't see a contradiction in that. Quiet. We can't trust anything you say. Sir. There's nothing wrong with the motive she proposed, per se, but there are some gaps in her logic that needs to be filled in. May not be so perfect at all. It's so cheesy. Okay. Alright, let's see here. It was about a week ago. Alright, let's just press on everything. A week ago? Then you and Detective Gumshoe are acquaintances? Pfft, no way. I only met him in person today. Then how'd you know about Detective Gumshoe? Oh, I've seen him around before. I saw the detective get chewed out by a living... Okay. I'll just keep pressing about this. Mr. Faraday was upset? Yeah. You know what else? Mr. Faraday isn't exactly known to get angry often. But there he was, totally beat right in the face. And the offending detective just stood there, pale as a ghost, like he was about to die. Just like the face he's making right now, right? I'm completely innocent, I tell you. The poor man. How do you even know... This clearly doesn't even account for how, for what happened to Macrella. You just stood there watching this unfold in front of you? Yeah, I have to say it was really enjoyable too. But that's when I saw Detective Gumshoe earlier. I didn't know I had to scare clear of him. No way. I thought it was because I had something stuck on my face. Hahaha, but you do. Huh? What do you got stuck on my face? Let's start with your eyes, nose, mouth. Oh, and those ridiculous eyebrows. Wow. Wow. Mrs. Yu, if you don't mind, I'd like to return to your testimony now. Sure, why not? Alright, I'm just gonna press on everything. To cut a new detective... Oh wait, why did I say that in Yu's voice? Okay. To cut a new detective's salary right off the bat like that. I'm not really familiar with the way you guys relate, but is that a common practice? Speaking of cutting my salary, didn't you threaten to do that to me earlier too? I suppose I did. It's only natural to cut a worthless detective's salary down to the actual worth. My father can even fire anyone, new or old, with a snap of their fingers. Do you think maybe that's reason enough for detectives to hate you people? Yeah, that is true. Detective Bad, don't tell me Mr. Vakata cut your salary earlier. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna press on this too. You call your explanation perfect? Is it not to your liking? Unfortunately for you, it's just not up to my standards. Oh, is there something you want me to clarify in that case? Yeah, I gotta... Something is very odd about the, motive for killing Mr. L, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Mr. Faraday could have cut Gumshoe's salary. But why would he kill Mr. Rowe? Yeah, okay. Alright. However, what about his motive for killing Mr. Rowe? His motive for killing Rowe? Like I would know. If there was no clear motive for both of the murders, then I doubt this incident would have occurred. Wouldn't you agree? Is there anyone else who might have had a grudge against either of the two men? Or should we look into that ourselves? Oh, in that case, I have absolutely no idea. What? But that's impossible. She must know something. Wait. Can you please not glare at me like that? It makes me laugh. Well, anyway, the way I see it, as long as he had a motive to kill one of the two, this crime would have played out the way it did anyway. Oh? Would you care to explain your logic? In this time, please try to provide a truly perfect explanation. Perfect this, perfect that. Stop being so uptight. Or is that a requisite trait for being about karma? Alright, let me see here. Alright. We can't trust this testimony right now. Knife. So I think the thing is, Gumshoe would have killed if the autopsy is correct. Gumshoe stabbed Faraday with a knife. And he died instantaneously. And then he got the gun and killed that is strange. He got the gun and killed Mr. Rao. I wish you'd both be quiet for 1 second. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to explain it to you kids. Alright. Motive to kill the man. There's no one out there with the motive to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rao. Let me see here. Well, someone with who had connections to the Yagarasu case, probably. All you really have to establish is that someone held grounds against one of the two men. Mr. Rell, who happened to be there, became a witness to Mr. Faraday's murder. Therefore, he was killed after necessity, and set up to look like they killed each other. Okay. I wonder if that's really true. Is there no one out there with a grudge against both men? Yeah. There is. Someone with the KG8 incidents, right? Alright, so this is a fairly easy one to point out the contradiction. Nope, that is clearly not true. Right here. Alright. Miss Yu, I believe there's someone you overlooked in making your statement. Or rather, is it because you'd rather not bring this person up? What do you mean? We are looking for someone with a reason to kill both Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. Right. Someone involved in the Yagarasu case. That fits the bill? He was a suspect in the original KG8 incident. Right. Manny Kochin. and a member of the Cautopian Embassy staff, Mr. Manny Kochin. That's right, the very man who came to visit you earlier out in the hallway. Oh, that would make a lot of sense! The man who killed a member of the Cautopian... I was pointing it out. I knew it was somebody who was involved in the Adigarasu case, but I didn't think it was Mr. Manny Kochin. And the man who was the lead prosecutor of the KG8 incident, Mr. Faraday. Let me see. Okay. Are you telling me that Mr. Kochin has no reason at all to kill both of these men? Well, I suppose he might have a reason or two. You covered for me, pal. Maybe you're not such a bad guy after all. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're still a suspect, make no mistake about that. The perfect testimony? These are the only things I wish to hold. What? But I didn't do it. You will stay under my authority and go investigate Mr. Manny Kochin for me. And remember, I will not be very forgiving should any of this leak out. You want to investigate Kochin? You'd just be wasting your time. And why is that? Kochin was up in his viewing gallery, watching the trial. Or so I was told. Every cop in this place has been keeping an eye on the guy since he arrived. Then the only real suspect we still have is Detective Gumshoe. I suppose so. No way. Come on, Detective Bad. You gotta believe me, sir. I really was in that hallway the whole time, sir. I never took a single step into this room, sir. Okay then, are you saying there was someone else who passed through the hallway? No, there was no one else, sir. And why should I believe you didn't do it? This is one incredibly foolish detective, standing right in front of a crime scene all by himself. It's good as a confession of guilt. I have to admit, it's a bit strange. Most criminals will fabricate some sort of lie to escape their crimes. And if that detective really wanted to prove that he is innocent, you'd think he would at the very least offer a space out on duty or the like. Come on, Gumshoe. Time for your interrogation. Alright. Detective Bad. Miles Edgeworth, I will go on and report this to Papa. And that, as they say, is that. Right, everyone? Ho ho ho. Alright, I thought we were gonna get to cross-examine the judge. Well, I suppose we should be both getting back to our real jobs now, huh? Before we do, Miss Yu, there's something I'd like to speak with you about. What is it? Alright. The KGN incident, right? So, what did you want me to ask about? Yeah. The current case of the murdered Cautopian Embassy staff member. I've heard that people will be coming at the second KG8 incident. Only among you law enforcement types. And what about it? I'd like for you to tell me everything you know about the original KG8 incident. I'm afraid I can't help you. I don't know anything but beyond what was reported in the papers. No, I believe you know much more, since you are directly tied to the KG8 incident. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop with false accusations. Baseless outbursts are useless both inside and outside the courtroom, don't you know? I do, but I also know that I do have a leg to stand on here. Think you could stop making that ultra serious face in front of me? Okay. Alright, I'm not going to make any headway like this. Okay. There's a person named Yu in the case, right? CCU was the victim. Miss Yu, I believe that I have proof of your connection to the KG8 incident. Right, CCU. Alright. files your proof? Very well then. Why don't you tell me exactly how I'm related to the KG incident? Through the victim. Yeah. Your connection to the KG8 incident is through the victim. Huh? The victim's name is CCU. You will note that she has the same last name as you. Can you really still tell me with a straight face that you are not related to this case? Sorry, but we're not related. That's crazy. Just kidding. You asked that question with such a serious look on your face. I couldn't help but... Mrs. Yu, I ask that you please tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you everything I know. Alright. As you guessed, the one who reported the smuggling activities of the Yamada group was my sister, CCU. Oh, okay. Defense attorney of cases. Had a victim in the KG8 incident. Callisto, oh wait, CCU, right? As I thought. And she was killed right before she was to testify at the impending trial by Manny Kochin. Because he was tried once and was acquitted, he gets to live out the rest of his cushy life completely carefree. All because of the lack of complete evidence. Oh, it was fraud. Huh? What? I heard it from Mr. Friday himself after Mr. Coachman's trial was over. Oh, okay. Manny Kochan was acquitted. But they had evidence, right? Apparently, a man in black made off with the most important piece of evidence. Then the evidence had been tampered with? Yeah. Isn't it just like a criminal to do something like that? The smuggler would be run out of the Yamada group by one of its secretaries. They bailed Mr. Kochan out. Turns out they were in the league with each other all along. Hold on. Okay, so one of the Yamada groups bailed. One of the people on the Yamada group bailed him out. Okay. Oh shoot, I paused the game. Okay. They bailed Mr. Kochan out. Turns out they were in league with each other all along. How big was that smuggling ring? Was it a large operation? I don't really know. Which is why I want to become the lead defense on this case that people are calling the second KG8 incident. But I haven't learned anything new at all. I was probably expecting too much, I know. You mean you think this case has nothing to do with the smuggling ring? I don't know what to think. Alright. Okay, so she wanted to be a part of this case. See if it is connected to the smuggling ring. Why did Mr. Kochan want to meet with you earlier? Actually, he came to watch the trial. Apparently you only found that I was the defense lawyer on this case after you arrived. He figured he should say, hi. And one other thing. Looks like he couldn't resolve anything this time either. Too bad. Oh. Okay. Okay. What's that supposed to mean? Oh boy, stop it with the scary face already. I'm fine, really. I gave him a good slap across the face. Huh. But it's just as Mr. Bad said. He's not related to the double murder. I surrounded people in the gallery claiming that he was in the seat the entire time. Talk about cruel fate. Well, this is about all I know. Sorry. Guess it wasn't much help, huh? That's not true. I'm sorry I made you recall such a painful time in your life. Edgeworth, you really are too serious for your own good. You really need to learn to relax. We wouldn't want you to die of stress, would we? Thank you for the advice, but there's no need to worry. I work in my own way, and I will catch this criminal in my own way as well. You see. Look at you with your game face on, ready to go. I'm making no such face. Did you know laughter is the best medicine, Edgeworth? Don't you get tired of making a serious face all the time? I'm charged with making sure that all the criminals in this world are found guilty. I have no need for laughter. Oh. There you go, making that face again. Oh well. I've got to get going. I still have a few loose ends I need to tie up. Alright, that's interesting. That is very interesting. The KGA incident in this murder investigation. It's my belief that these two cases are related to each other somehow. Okay. KG8 and the case today are... I'm just going to call it the September 10th case. Alright, the September case are related. Are related to each other. Plus that Detective Gumshoe. It's obvious he's lying, even though the lie is hurting his chances. Clearly this case is far from over. But whether or not that detective is the murderer can only be determined once I've completed my perfect investigation. Mr. Von Karma, I swear to uphold your honorable name. My name isn't Miles Edgeworth. Oh wait, it is Miles Edgeworth. I was confused there. Okay. I read it wrong. Alright. Yep, definitely save. Alright, we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna try to make it as far as I can in this game. September 10th, 4:45 p.m. District Court, 3rd floor lobby. Sir, what has become of the trial into the Cahokia NMC staff member's murder? Yeah. Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead, the case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Oh. Huh. Looks like I'll have to wait just a little bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can't be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Cahokia Embassy staff member and the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivety. An outrageous circus, right, sir. I grow wary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Wow. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for? I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. Oh, Papa? Who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I, we're competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? If you want to investigate that case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. I like how there's a police officer sleeping in the back. And one of them's cupping water in his hands. We have to make sure you have become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. Oh. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it that I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. Francisca. Thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on that scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation with me, Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet, so my first order of business will be to question anyone involved with this case. Alright, Gumshoe, I'm gonna have to question you, man. It wasn't me, I tell you, I didn't do anything wrong. Yes, I understand, so let's just calm down, okay, buddy? Alright. I'll ask you. This is you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be disbarred for not knowing who I am. I'm Francisca von Karma, and I'm about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now you're just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you were. What? Why are you whipping me? Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that to ask of you? What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. You were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until you heard the gunshot. Oh, we were in the defendant lobby number 1 the whole time up until we heard the gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. Okay. Mr. Bad and you were back again. Hey, welcome back to Bubs. So Mr. Bad and you were in the defend number 1 the whole. Okay, we had a little something to discuss, that's all. What is this something that you had to discuss? Alright, let me look over my notes a little bit. I just want to see if I can connect everything. Detective Bad is also related to that incident? That's right. He was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Cece. But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa, but how does that case relate to you, Mrs. Yu? The victim in that case, CCU. CCU is my sister. You're making that super serious face again. I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs away is kind of creepy. Yeah, you've said that before, right? I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. I see, he did mention that he is in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Alright. Mr. Yu, I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I didn't really know much about the character myself. But I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Oh, okay. Interesting, okay. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu and some petty thief after money, you know? Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of seeing people's lives. Sorry, had to go to the chores? Hey, yo, it's fine, man. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Velcroma? Wow. Oh, you're not gonna whip her? Oh, okay. Francisca, be careful about who you whip. Choose carefully or we may be sued by... There, I chose carefully. Just like you wanted. That was hilarious, little Missy. Of course it was. Wow. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them the light? And, so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I had never even heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information, namely in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Vigilante or not, this person sounds like just another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now, thanks to the thief. I guess that is right. Sounds like Mrs. Yu is profiting nicely. Alright. You claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't you, Lars, usually just stuff the trial with your clients during a recess? That is true. That is very true. She discussing with Mr. Rao. Okay. We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rao away. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what'd you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting. I just insulted him, son. Talked about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody, when she's not laughing at me, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. When the murder occurs, so I really can't tell you anything about the hallway or lobby number 2. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Rakrell. Now your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that made off with evidence with the... Oh! That would seem strange. Okay. Alright, it could have been the Yatagarasu who made off with the evidence. Turns out Mr. Rao was not the Yatagarasu. He had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rao's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras, but there's no footage of him sneaking into the Karopian embassy himself. Hold on for just 1 second. Then you mean to say that you knew that he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer? And you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Oh. That's what defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us Loncanos. I don't believe it. You're serious. Oh, wow. Why don't you say that face for something really worth being serious about? Well, defense lawyers aren't detestable because, you know, Edros' father was a was a defense lawyer. In Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I have my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer? Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. Yo, they should make a full on Ace Attorney TV series. Like, based on all the games. Like, they made one for, like, the first game, if I'm correct, but they haven't done it for everyone. The only way I had to get close to Mr. L was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him ever. Of course, it's probably going to be horrible if, like, someone like Netflix does it, but... I had no intention of covering for him ever. So don't you dare suggest that I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. I suppose I've got all I can out of this CEO. What the heck is this guy in the background doing? Yeah, okay, so she definitely seems suspicious. She has a connection to her sister who was murdered in that case. And they tried to acquit the defendant by stealing the evidence. So that's why she has a grudge against whoever the Yatagarasu is, I suppose. Alright. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Youch. As am I. Shows the whole background of Larry, Phoenix, and Miles when they were kids. Oh yeah, they definitely need to do that. We need to know more about the background of those three. As am I. I don't think you need to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't. Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no more mercy to be had for you. How hard, pal. But you're not worried, right? After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you are really innocent, that is. That's right. Hey, pal, go into your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, won't you? I would have done so even had you not requested me to, detective. Okay, well, that's for the motive for murder. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry? I just asked Detective Bad the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because on my very first day as a detective, I reported in on my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. But at the time I got to the Criminal Affairs Department, I was really late. Okay. Okay. And that's when he gave me that huge speech. Okay. Alright. I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school, every year, I'd always wind up going to my old classroom. Oh yeah, that's funny. How pathetic for the detective to be compared to a mere school child. In the anime, they changed a few things from the game, like how in Larry's case, in the first game, instead of his girlfriend going to Paris, she went to the U.S. instead. Oh yeah, so they definitely can't localize that and say like, oh, we're in the U.S. with all these cherry blossoms all over the place, you know. So it's not easy. I understand why they would make that. How pathetic for the detective to get compared to a mere school child. Alright. You claim to be standing guard in front of the door to the lobby number 2 during the recess. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna draw a real quick diagram here. So there is defendant lobby number 2 here, defendant lobby number 1. Gumshoe is standing right here. Alright, and we have the victim and 2 of the victims. And apparently you was here and Detective Bad was there. Okay. You claim to be standing guard in front of the lobby during recess. However, when did you receive that order to do so, and from whom? Earlier at 3:20 p.m. and from a Detective Bad, pal. Today's trial took a really crazy turn. So I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday. And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to guard duty. Ow. Your words sting worse than your whip, pal. So was Detective Bad who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? Nope, not a thing, pal. In that case, allow us to take a look at what you were carrying on your personage. Ah, wait, you can't do that. Oh, they might find a gun, huh? There's nothing of any particular value here. Oh, okay. Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bad, so you know. Oh, his badge is confiscated. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Hands off, pal. Just show it to us already. Yeah, you better show it. Annual bonus check within $5 total. A $5 bonus, huh? You've had your look now. Give it back, pal. It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it cashed in today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back. So I guess you can buy something from the vending machine, eh? You don't need to rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it out away for you later. Could you? Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. You had to get that handout. All right. I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I think I've asked him just about everything I needed to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there's one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Okay, we want to reconfirm your testimony, right? Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright. You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot down the hallway. And is that correct? No mistake about it, pal. Well, I give him a very high-pitched voice. Then you were also claiming that no one passed the hallway either. Is that also correct? Yup, not even a single ant passed through that hall while I was on duty. You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself, huh? Oh, but it's true. I didn't see anyone go through that hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. How's it a lie? I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys. That's beyond what I can even imagine. Is it even possible? Okay. It's Kay again. Ha, you. Wow. Oh, she dropped something. She dropped something. How could you not notice that coming? Ugh. Wasn't that the child I changed money for earlier? She dropped something. Yeah. Thanks. That's exactly what I needed. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. Feisty K, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is evidence, huh? A Swiss roll. Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment may need to be dealt the next time we meet. Alright. I believe I've asked all that I need of this man. Now for Detective Bad and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct. The judge or that scruff face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway for the lobby number 2 next then. I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Okay. Alright, September 10, District Court hallway. Alright, District Court hallway. So, did you see anything else? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation. Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law. That'll be all for now. I'll ask you again if I have any other questions. Anytime, detective. Now, if you excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, yeah, new prosecutor, Sir Ron Connor recommended, right? My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. And I'm Manfred Von Kammer's daughter, Francisca Von Kammer. Say Your Honor, man. You gotta say Your Honor. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor Oh, what? I bit my tongue. He bit his tongue. Please feel free to refer to me as just Mrs. Von Kammer, Your Honor. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. Apparently someone doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Oh, very well then. I shall call you Mr. Von Kammer and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine. Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now about your earlier testimony. Sir? What about it, Mr. Edgeworth? I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw. Alright, after all, it's my duty to clarify my Oh, we actually get to interview the judge. Okay. Alright, hello, Judge. Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder? Do you suspect me of something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Very well, you may continue with your testimony. It's not a testimony. I have no idea you were chasing after me or my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I want to avoid being in a trial run by this judge. Okay. Time of the murder. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. Huh. That's not what we're asking to. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you'll see a small window. That is the window to the men's restroom. Oh, there's some definite things there. You have to crawl through the window to get to the... No, I'm just joking. Imagine if you had to crawl through the window to get to the restroom. Detective Gumshoe? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. However, in this I couldn't believe. While I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Okay. So... I'll just call this restroom. Judge, he saw Gumshoe. Okay, and then after he bought his snack, okay, I'm just drawing a diagram here. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That's what my finally owned judge intuition says. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Ho ho ho. Apparently this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. That's probably all I'm going to find out from his honor. What if you really had to go over Dude, that would suck. What if you really had to go over to throw up? You'd be too late, yeah. Well, you could always just throw it up outside the window. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Oh ho ho, anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime. The judges in this country seem rather friendly. Yes, if it's not a little wishy-washy. And plus, the judge would probably get stuck in the window anyway. However, I heard that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. That's true. Yeah. Oh, what is happening? Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, what is this? Oh, this is the same thing that, this is what Phoenix saw in his nightmare. Hey, what's going on with this, man? Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer? No? Just his fingerprints goes involved with the case. But I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. Oh, yep, it's at the window. What's this? Alright. What is this? It's a pink-colored piece of trash made of rubber. Okay. Pink piece of trash. I feel like I've seen something like this before. Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there is a litter running loose inside this courthouse, that is a crime in itself, right? It's not like it was I who littered. Rubbish belongs in a rubbish bin. That is a crime in itself. The ants are hard at work carrying the food home. Oh, there is a bunch of ants there. Small, they can pick up such comparatively large. Besides, you better work extra hard, just like these ants. The same goes for you, Francisca. I paused the game. Okay, sorry. Okay. Alright, there's a handprint here. The dirt on this bench, it smells like some sort of sweet substance. Okay. Okay, so there's something sweet there. And that would explain the ants.
Hold it.
Calm down. Oh, I've never seen him use hold it out of a testimony. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose it could be. Which means that perhaps we can lift the prints off the person who sold this bench. I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery slob. You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to? Sir, yes sir. Okay. I've got the results of the fingerprint analysis, sir. And, do we know who they belong to? Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Oh. So he was eating a snack here, I suppose. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer. He was sitting down. He was sitting down, we can see. Alright. And there you have it. Yes, I suppose so. Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench. I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways. Okay, what else do we have to see here? So there's the men's bathroom over there. So that window on the other side belongs to the men's restroom. I can't see it. At your height, I'm not surprised. Oh god. I guess short people have feelings too. I suppose they do. Some dirt, crumbs. The crumbs. So I think Gumshoe was just eating a snack here, and then he left. And here's a whole hill of them. There wasn't a single ant. Yeah. What are you hitting me for? As a replacement for the pathetic detective. Huh. Wow. Perhaps I should add the seduction to the detective's growing tab of pay cuts. Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating. Pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Mmm. Miles Edgeworth. The courthouse is to be kept pristine at all times. The courthouse must be kept clean. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Let's check out this vending machine. It would appear that this vending machine sells snack and various other foods. Just lovely. What will they think of next? Don't be a jerk in court like these people. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for... Stay neutral as a Swiss until you... Do until the end with these. They're awfully overpriced. True. True. How would Gumshoe even pay for that Swiss roll? I was wondering about that myself. Okay, so it seems like he definitely ate the Swiss roll. Huh. The end of the trial. During recess? Yeah. We're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me. Aww. This is one of the few wholesome moments they have together. If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it. Yo, that is wholesome right there. Okay. Nothing really interesting. I can at least guess that the Swiss roll that someone got the Swiss roll from the vending machine. Yeah, okay. These bits of chocolate and cake. Could they not have come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a courthouse will we see it in the vending machine? However, it is being sold right over there. True. The vending machine. Oh, I see. Stay neutral as a Swiss do until the end with these. Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway, suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally. After all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate his Swiss roll. Yeah. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor, and it sullied the bench. Ah. How could he be not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable. Just you dare with me again. It wasn't I who made the mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? Okay, I know what this is. I can guess the contradiction. He only had $5 to spend, right? The fact that it's $6. Yeah. He only had a $5 bonus. About Detective Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. Yeah. Just how poor is that guy? If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. So he stole it. He must have bought a pack somehow. Maybe he borrowed money. I had 5. Should not have been able to purchase a pack, and yet he did. The question is how? Yeah. Let's question that about it. Detective Bad, I have something I wish to inquire about. Alright. Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into detective's movements during recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself. Plus, I still hold investigative authority. Alright, Detective Gumshoe. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday. That guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective instincts told me. A lot of good it did you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it.
Francisca, I think you need to apologize. Hi. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bad. Please continue. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bad? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to those defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he dragged Rel off to lobby number 2 to have a word or something, and that Faraday had said to not let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lug to stand guard outside. And around what time did all this take place? Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lug his assignment, he never left the hallway. Not once. Oh, and how can he make such a claim? One of the guards out on this floor main lobby swore to me he didn't. Wait a second. Okay, so Gumshoe never left the hallway, huh? Alright. Oof, people keep texting me and I keep having to go. Okay, that's fine. I'll be streaming for a bit, so... Must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected. You and I. We were in lobby number 1, next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I am still missing some key pieces of information. Detective Bad, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in the defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2 together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival on the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lug, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order. That makes you discover the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does, little miss. I'm about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else. So she really did become a prosecutor at age 13. I remember hearing about that. And I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare! Huh. Just joking. Detective Bad is really something if you make Francisca behave. Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask about? The salary. Oh. Well, ooh. I think the time here, the gunshot would be willing to be, that would be cool. Okay, he heard the gunshot around the end of the recess. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. But I got the sense he wasn't going to show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that, bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So we heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Okay. Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste. Oh, come on. All you're doing is standing in front of this door, doing nothing. Huh. I get the sense that he's somewhat investigating this crime scene. I like how there's so many holes in his jacket. or rather he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bad, may I ask you to cooperate us for just a little bit longer? I don't have anything else to say. The two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then, be obstinate. We'll just do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us, however. May I ask you for the Forensic Scientist Corporation? Do as you like. Alright. Shouldn't we ask him about the salary? Okay, never mind. What a narcissist. He'd rather look at his face in the evidence. Wow. Why don't you answer? Because I've got nothing to say. That's all. Understood. Dang. Alright. Yeah, he'd make a most ridiculous looking face. I suppose between Von Karma, evidence is the only thing that carries any weight. Of course, at any rate, this poster seems to be of no use to us right now. Alright. Suck you. Okay. What can I say? What can I do? Should I talk to you, sir? Alright. Somewhere else? Over here. I can't really leave. Can I go through here? Okay. So I definitely need to examine this more. Okay. Alright, let me see here what I have to inspect. I'm not really sure. Oh, it consists. Oh god. It consists of nothing but ants. Yikes. I don't want to think about that. Do I have any logic I can use? Alright. Nothing I can really see. Alright. What's the matter? I pricked myself with one of these cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles on this thing would be so sharp. Well, what do you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these? Anyways, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case. Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on its windowsill is completely related. Yeah! Oh, that is correct! Oh, well then I look forward to your explanation of how exactly it is related. Yep, right here, right here. It's related to the piece of trash. It was probably ripped off, right? By the cactus? This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. Oh, it's a popped balloon, huh? I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes? Ah. Alright. I believe I now have a very firm grasp on what happened here. Well, I do too. Alright, Francisca, would you care to share what conclusion you've come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know? We should be checking if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. Almost. Very well, but first we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony. Alright. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Wow. Okay, we're gonna actually test him. We're actually gonna cross-examine him? Alright. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, is nothing but a common witness before a Von Karma. Huh. Silence in the courtroom. Silence, I said. Mr. New Prosecutor recommend. Oh yeah, Francisco. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Ahem. As a defender of the law, I can never give false testimony. You can't. All right, let's see. Let's see, huh? Yeah, we're actually gonna cross-examine him. During the recess, I went to the restroom. Yep, there's a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. Buying something from the vending machines, right? The Swiss roll. But then I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty. That sounds mighty suspicious to me. So, it's pretty airtight here. Okay. We're gonna have to press. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil your fun now. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna press on everything. Don't ask that! Well, isn't it obvious? What else do you go to restroom for? Or maybe I knew it. Please stay calm, Your Honor. Okay. You're right. I need to think things through with a level head. I'm just nervous because so much has happened today with this trial. Let's see, I announced a recess and a time for us to reconvene. But having done all that, I still wasn't able to go to the restroom right away. And why couldn't you? Oh, okay, so he had paperwork. Okay. Gunshot at end of recess. So if Mr. Bad said he heard the gunshot at the end of the recess. Okay. Alright. Okay. Once I had finished that, I was finally able to make a mad dash to the restroom. Yeah, okay. He's consistent. There's a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. So what did you see, my friend? Your Honor, did you really go to the... Yes, he did! What? What is the meaning of that statement? I simply meant that perhaps you went to a restroom on a different floor. True. I had to go for such a long time. It was all I could do to dash to the closest one, to the courtroom. I suppose that's only natural given his circumstances. I ran from the courtroom through this floor's main lobby and down the hallway. Okay. Once you enter, you can see that there's a window just above the urinals. And it was through that window that you witnessed Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor? Yes, exactly. Your Honor, there's no need to yell. I can hear you just fine. Oh, I guess I put a little too much into that last answer. Now then, let's continue with the testimony. Buying something from the vending machines, right? Alright, what was he buying? Oh, there's no way you could tell. Are you sure that the person you witnessed was Detective Gumshoe, Your Honor? Yes, I'm absolutely sure. It's hard to miss someone of his stature. Even as far away as the restroom. Besides, I can't think of anyone else with that kind of hairstyle and big beige coat. Well, I was simply wondering if you were mistaken when you saw. Okay. Preposterous, my eyes are as sharp as feet. Although recently things do seem to be a bit fuzzier than they used to be. Clearly his eyes are not the only things that have gone fuzzy. With all the honor and dignity of judge, I am not mistaken in what I saw. When I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. Okay. He disappeared, but Your Honor, didn't you just say? I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. Why, yes I did. The restroom window looks over the courtyard and right into the hallway. But just as I was about to exit, I took another look, and there was no one in sight. That led me to the only solution to this mystery. Yeah. Well, he's yelling again. Alright. So he looked into the hallway from the restroom and over the courtyard. Did he... He must have heard the balloon pop, right? Alright, I'm just pressing everything. Your Honor, I ask that you please remain calm. No, I'm perfectly calm. You're being anything but perfectly calm. It appears that His Honor could not have been mistaken in what he saw. I suppose so, given his line of sight. Hey, Francisco, why do you suppose our lines of sight are so different? What? If you're referring to my height... Could you hold that whip just for a second? Now, about His Honor's testimony... I believe his line of sight to be an important factor. Right. I'm going to need to Detective Gumshoe movements. Could he see into the hallway? I think there would be a balloon obstructing his view, right? No. Okay. Okay. Huh. Okay, let me see here. Maybe it's because he was eating at the time that. I can't be sure with any maybes right now, but it's not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this. Maybe this. I'm just gonna go ahead and question his vision right now. I think it could be that you just saw the back of his head. And this is the only thing I'm sure of. Oh, hey, here we go. Okay. What was that finger wag for, Mr. Edgeworth? And don't you know it's rude to shout objection while someone is giving testimony? Huh. Back again. Hey, welcome back to Bubs. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. We're cross-examining the judge right now. For example, I myself never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edwards, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is really life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. They shut down the schools over here? Same for me, actually. But it's only for a week. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is this culprit? That party is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. Yeah, this is the true culprit. In all competitions? Wow. That's crazy. If you must know, the uncouth bencholier has already been placed under arrest thanks to your earlier testimony, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe. Oh well, that's good, but who was it? We were able to discover from the smudge on the bench, namely Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. He had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not yet established that this action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective brought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then probably sat down on the bench to eat one, yeah. So you would have seen the back of his head, correct? The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I couldn't see him as it was leaving? Yeah, it is. You saw the back of his head, right? Oh! That makes sense. That's not what I meant, but that makes sense. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I just gotta make sure this one is over. Are you kidding me, guys? Was my mic off the whole time? Oh my god. That is sadness. That is very sadness. I was just saying, oh my god. That is very sadness. I can't believe that. Oh no. You said hold on, guys, and it has been off till now? What? How did that even happen? What? Okay. How did that even happen? Did my, like, mouse slip, I guess? I don't even know. I mean, I'm obviously playing this on a DS, obviously, so I don't know how my mouse could have slipped. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson, the most critical point in the argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up and when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may. Confused gamer streamer noises? Yeah. I'm fine, okay. Yeah, everything's okay now, though. You just miss me, like, laughing at what the judge was saying. You just miss me laughing at what the judge was saying, because, it's kind of funny that the judge is always funny in these games. Okay, Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. Like how he was so excited to say hold it. I suppose it's possible you can see a seated person from the Russian window. However, that does not mean that the detective was sitting there. Nope. Screw you. Right here. We have evidence. Oh, wait, what the heck? How is that wrong? I don't understand what you're talking about. Alright, we're gonna have to press then. When a game has been saying 14 hours to complete for the past 20... That happens to me, too. Oh, wait. That is horrible. That is... I feel so bad for you for that. Your origin sounds horrible. I apologize for that. In that case, you can see that you were overconfident in your last testimony? Now hold on there. I said that it's possible that you can see a person from the seated Russian this time. But you know something? I don't think you know when the prints you referenced were left on that bench, do you? True. True, that is true. We don't know when. So, I guess that does make my evidence false. It only just went up to 2%. It kind of is, but hey, I got Sims 4 and Spore, so yeah. I know about Sims 4, but I don't know how good Spore is. Well, you're proving that it's possible that the detective was sitting. I still have a problem with just when those fingerprints are left. He's right, I've yet to prove when the fingerprints were left on that bench. When he feigns ignorance, His Honor has seen a lot in his life. His judge, I mustn't underestimate him. I know Spore is very old. I just don't know how it plays out. Yeah, I actually had Spore Heroes for the Wii. And I played that all the way through. I remember hating that game. It was pieces. I also had a DS game. I had a Wii and a DS because I'm awesome. But I had a DS game too, and it was a piece of garbage. I don't remember much about the DS game. I think it was in 3D actually. But they really milked Spore, honestly. They really milked Spore. Like, damn, man. I've never seen a video game series get milked that much. Like, except Persona. But, I had Spore Hero game and saved it while I was stuck in a glitch. So I had to start over. Wow. Yeah, they really did not need to milk Spore that much. And one thing about Spore is it just creeps me out, you know? Spore just really creeps me out. Okay. As we established, you went to the restroom during recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change and prosecuted my report. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvene? Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. How does it creep you out? It's just like there's the monsters. They're scary looking. The spores, I guess you call them. What were you expecting? And I demand to know what the all-knowing smile is for. Your honor. That statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Alright, if you insist. About 20 minutes before we're about to reconvene.
Hold it.
Alright. Okay, I don't understand what the 20 minutes before we reconvene thing is. A noise piper? Oh. Oh, that was what the judge was saying at the beginning. Yeah. Okay. What is the flaw? Gunshot for the balloon. What you heard was the popping of the balloon, right? Yeah, okay. How is this important? I'm ready to give up on this game, dude. Yikes. Okay. Balloon piece. Okay, I think maybe this presented on this statement. I'm not so sure. I need to check this over again. I looked into the hallway about 20 minutes before we were about to reconvene. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. Okay. Is this really the important part? I think we can present Bad's testimony too. Yeah, okay. Cause the gunshot was like right before the what? I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but you're testifying. I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. You guys, I've been overruled. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? You claim that you heard the gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor, recommended by Manfred von bit his tongue. I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you need a stepladder of 4 to accomplish that. Ahem, Miss Edgeworth. My ears are not that far gone yet. I'll have you know I can still hear just fine, and I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. No, you heard the sound of a balloon, my friend. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. What did you say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were about to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can't be. Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. The loud sound of a gunshot. Alright, it's actually a piece of, it's a balloon. Alright. Yep, the balloon. I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? It may not look it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that pink balloon into the court record? Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now there's no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at that time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of the balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. What? What? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. What does he usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse? Oh, Kay was holding a balloon, right? That's it. The balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Oh, the judge is the only honest person in this game. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Right, Kay, why was the balloon there? Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue in my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Alright, this is gonna be 2 kids. Oh, never mind. Alright. Contort number 3. Alright. Hello there, Gumshoe. What is it now? Was it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, pal. I didn't do it. I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe. No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that. No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that. Why could you guys be a little less judgmental? Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. We have yet to prove that he is completely innocent of this crime. I guess so. What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like to testify about your actions. I would like to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember you are not at trial. This is all just a part of the investigation. As such, you still may be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony... My whip will object, loud and clear. If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I got your pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene and the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. If I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case. I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bad's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal. He's still singing the same tired tune. In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. Okay, so we're gonna have to press, I suppose. I don't really see why they're so sure that it's a lie. Oh right, you didn't come down on Detective Bad orders. Alright, I'm gonna press on that. Yeah, Detective Bad, obviously. Detective Bad, of course. And this being my first time at this courthouse, he also walked with me up to the 3rd floor hallway in front of the defendant lobbies. Well, just as we entered the hallway, we ran into Miss Yu. When he heard from Mrs. Yu that Mrs. Faraday was not to be interrupted, that's when Detective Bad told me to stand guard in the hallway, pal. So far, Detective Gumshoe's matching up with Detective Bad's.
Hold it.
You claim to have been in the hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Very well then. And what exactly is guarding that door entail? Well, to put it simply, all I know, it was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. So you didn't do your job? That you didn't take a single step away from that door to lobby number 2? Is that really what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away to that door, just like I was ordered to. Yeah, nobody believes that. Nobody believes that. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity. Dang. At least tell us a believable one. Yeah, but I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. What does this fingerprint say? Okay. I have an objection. What? What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things. The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the sullied hallway bench? Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you cannot go around dirtying up the courthouse like this. You inconsiderate, slovenly pig. I promise to clean up later, I swear. Now then, shall we get down to business? About the fact that you didn't even move a single step from in front of that door. If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? So why did I say that with such seriousness? Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of that door, how'd you even manage to get them dirty with your grubby hands? Yeah. Ouch! It appears that Franciscan whip can do more damage than my words alone can. Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought the pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating on the job. So I didn't want to say anything. Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine. Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for, you got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back. The last statement. It may sound like it makes sense. However, there's something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information? Yeah, there's definitely something you're withholding. Of course not. I've got nothing else to hide. Well, you definitely got something to hide. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe. But it is true, pal. I swear, there's nothing else. Okay, here we go. It's $6. Yeah. And you only had $5. You're hiding the fact that you had to borrow money. Remind me again, pal? That vending machine out in the hallway. is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for 6 a pack. And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right? Oh. Let me ask you then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that? I told you I bought it all by myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in the hallway with me. So there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, dude, don't you? Correct. As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that? Wait, you do? Of course I do. What? How? Okay. I have this proof that there might have been someone else in the hallway. The balloon. What the heck is that? Oh, shut up. Alright, so it's the price of the jelly rolls actually. Or the Swiss rolls. I thought it was a balloon because, you know, Kay could have been in there the whole time. Oh, that was what Kay got there. That was what Kay was in there for, to give Gumshoe money. Kay was in there to give Gumshoe money. That's why they asked for $1. This is the funniest part of the game. Okay. Yeah, it's this. It's cost $6. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, what if you... Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief? What? I would never do such a thing. You started out as thieves. You're under arrest, pal. All thieves started out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detectives? Alright, I'm back. There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them. But you didn't give the other one to a certain person, did you? That was Kay, right. That was Kay. Yep, that was you. Welcome back. Thank you, Debubs. Thank you very much. It would appear that we can cut you at last. Hey, don't you do anything bad to that girl. Thank you very much. Why am I saying that a lot? Have I wronged you somehow? It's Kay. Kay what? Kay Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you, man. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. Gummy. So they know each other. They're acquainted with each other. And that's what I'm saying. So they put their money together to buy the rolls. Huh. Okay. Alright. Hello there. Now then, Kay. She's like a stray cat. Alright. You should feed her the Swiss roll, right?
Take that.
If you calm down. I actually have to take that random mission. Alright, I'm back for the last time. I was saving it for Daddy. Oh. Aww. Oh my. Your father. She knows. She knows. But I already know about Daddy. Damn. I overheard the guards talking about how he's not here anymore. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry I couldn't protect him. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna... Dang. Cry. It's alright. Let it all out. Your father just passed away, after all. Yeah, we remember this. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festers deep in the depths of my soul. Yeah, poor Kay. Man, poor everyone. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. But Kay especially, you know. And now to have this happen right in front of me. Yeah, he can relate. I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us. Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry? Ah, you're right, sorry about that. Aww. Yo, this is one of the best moments of the series. Microbot, don't blow your nose on that. Aww. Alright. Alright? Yep. I'm already alright. Somehow I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it. I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers. You're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right? That's right. Even if I can't see Daddy more, I'm still going to keep all my promises. You're a brave girl, Kay. Yeah. Wow, everyone. You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry, just for you. Poor Kabad. Rest in peace. Thank you very much, lady. It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all. It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings. Oh, okay, so that's why. Alright. Kay, what kind of person was your father? Daddy was a hero of justice. His job was to catch all the bad people in the world. So to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are in a sense. As we are, the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals. Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls. Oh? I want to be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy. So I've been working really hard. I see. And what have you been working on? I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together. Sure, okay. It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter. Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later. Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I'll help you continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father. I'm gonna try. Hey, Kay. So I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? Oh wait. That makes me a hero too. Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy. Aw. Yeah, aren't I, Kay? Come on, don't stroke his ego. I hand down verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Yes, and thanks to your oh-so heroic testimony, you almost painted that detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail. I'm really sorry about that. Gummy is not a bad man, okay? That poor judge. He's being treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice. It appears that you and Gumshoe are good friends, Kay. Yeah, we're friends. In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him? Alright. So I take it that you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier? Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway staring really hard at the vending machine, so I said hi. And when was this? Huh? Oh, before everything got crazy. How long were the two of you together? We only talked for a little while, and then we went on our own ways. That's right, pal. Kay and I only talked for a little while, and that's it. Oh, which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway during the recess. Isn't that right? You got me. I told you to stop picking on Gummy, mister. Very well then. I'll just have to speak with a good detective in private later. We're the only one who bought this practice suit? Nope. Gumshoe did. Well, I didn't really have a lot of money, and I somehow made $1 out of the pennies and quarters I had. So you shared it with Gumshoe, right? But that still wasn't enough, and I really wanted one. Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of exchange for $1, and that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct? Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister. Sure. Well, let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, right? Well, that's why I exchanged with Gunfield. Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal. Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest? Yeah. I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question. Sorry about your roughly thing. It would be funny if Kay actually shortchanged Miles. True. I mean, I don't think that would be pretty funny. Yes, well, now it's positively drenched in your nasal mucus. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one. Aww. But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger. Oh, it's one of the promises you made in your promise note, correct? Yeah, look, see. Oh. He's gonna have to keep the snot covered. I'm really allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet. Okay. Daddy never said I could borrow things from strangers. That's manipulative. A little bit. No, Detective Gumshoe. No, that's not manipulative. I don't know what I'm saying. I believe it's now crystal clear that you were with little K in that hallway. Ooh. Kerr, I told you to stop being mean to Gummy. Miles Edgeworth, there is still something that you have yet to resolve. I beg your pardon? Who? Why that man would lie to us? That's, well... Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake. Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's going to be okay. Oh, yeah, so he did lie for his sake. They don't want... So Kay wouldn't get framed, right? His reason is very simple. Here's what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's action and his interaction with Kay, it's obvious that the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Okay, let me see here. His testimony. Man, I have no clue. Okay. What the? I honestly have no clue. Promise notebook. So he was lying about him being the only one there, right? But why would he lie about that? Oh, he was purposely trying to frame himself, right? I have no clue.
Take
that. Okay, yeah, I have no clue. Are you gonna give that to me, mister? I don't feel like the court needs to enter that in the court record at this time. I don't understand. What the heck what was he lying about? What do your notes say? Yo, I have no clue. My notes say nothing about this. Maybe she popped her balloon, I think. And what was he even lying about? I think this might have proved that he was lying. No. No, that doesn't prove anything. Worse than the product. She said, always greet people, never take things from a stranger, never go anywhere with a stranger, always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know, never cry in front of strangers. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Okay, be a good girl and promise that you'll keep your promises to me, okay? I guess that might have something to do with it. Promise notebook? How does this explain? Yeah, I don't understand how it explains anything either. Kay should always follow the rules, right? And she has been always following the rules. And he wanted to prove that to his father, right? Oh wait, I'm stupid. Never take things from a stranger? So Gumshoe took something from a stranger. Oh, that's right! Because she did technically take the $5. Yeah! Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you? Because I'm your friend, Kay, that's why. Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now? Guess there's no being you, huh, pal? Okay, I'll spill out the goods. I don't know why that took me so long. Yeah, you were standing guard for a while, and then you wanted to buy a snack, but you didn't have enough money. And Kay wanted also to buy a snack, but she didn't have enough money, so you guys put your money together. Yeah. Right? After all, the cheapest item in that machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls. Yeah, but then like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy, so I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. But I only had one about $1 in coins, so it's perfect, right? So I pulled my $5 and her $1 together, and bought a pack of Swiss rolls together. But I was worried about breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said, Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad, but don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, he bought it with me. See, oh, that is so nice. That is so nice to Gumshoe. He told me it'd be okay, and he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy. Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate? Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down at the bench and ate the rolls together? Yeah. Oh, and that's when her balloon got popped. Yeah. Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. I was sitting high up on a windowsill. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon, I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll. You really got me there, pal. So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other one. Thank you for the hint, Debubs. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister. See, have you played this game, Debubs? Have you played this all the way through? So you kicked me, is that it? You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister. It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed. But about the Swiss roll, wouldn't it be alright with you if I held on to it until Detective Gumshoe is cleared of all charges and free to go? Yeah. Oh, she's so nice. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay? Of course, I promise. Now that I believe you have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe is in the hallway for an entire duration of his duty, yeah. Which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders. You told you yesterday I'd be in the game. Oh, okay. I remember you saying you played the game. I didn't hear it beaten. Maybe I'm just stupid and forgetful, but... Alright. Objection. Oh, shut up. Are we actually gonna... Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the only one who could have committed the crime. What do you mean? It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Mrs. Yu. I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people. Ellie, you want to see what you good? Well, I mean, I'm very bad at this. I was very bad at this game for a few times, so I'm very stupid sometimes. But I grow with a passion for looking people. How do you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy. Oh, and what have we here? What is this child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child in. Miss Callisto, you. That girl's Mrs. Faraday's... Mr. Faraday's... I know, so what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter? Oh, dang. I think it's actually quite dangerous for her to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the whole time, right? Yeah, but... You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? Maybe slow is a better word? He was the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders. I have no counter-argument to that. That's right. Yeah, they were in lobby number 1 the whole time, right? Don't worry, I've already put in the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest. But the investigation is far from over. Well, that's right. I was going to speak to you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard? I suppose it is. Well, someone with more experience in law than you. Allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you might regret what comes of your necklace. Oh, Miles, I can't believe you're letting this woman lecture you like this. Whip her. Whip her. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Von Karma. Haha, down diggers. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the result of your investigation. Dang. So, we're back to square one. Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gumshoe will be formally charged under all the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have left to inspect. Yeah, lobby number 1. Alright. Yay, okay. Yeah. No, I can finally eat something. No, I'm just joking. I just ate something. What am I saying? Alright, but thank you for coming to the stream, everyone who came. I'm gonna save right here and I'm gonna end the stream right now. Okay. Thank you everybody. I'm gonna stream later. I might stream even later today, but I'm not really sure. I can't make any promises, but I'm definitely gonna stream tomorrow. Anyway, see you guys next time.